Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. I am your humble host, Mike Miller, and welcome to Blacklist Universe, the channel that is taking the world by, well, I'm over 1,000 subscribers. Hooray, us. And lo and behold, no monetization. Because something nobody bothered mentioning. Everyone's like, "Oh, get over 1,000, get over 1,000, and you'll get monetized. You get the super chats." Blah, 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 blah. You need 4,000 hours of watched streams over the course. I think it said of like 6 months or something like that. And so I don't have that. I do have, probably over the course of my entire channel, which has been years, and I haven't hardly done anything. But I've got that. But like, yeah, over the last 28 days, I've only gotten like 2,000 hours. So if all of my 1,000 followers, subscribers would just watch 1 hour, 2 hours of live streams, or just, go click on something and leave it running for 2 hours. But I need all 1,000 of you to do it in order to get monetized. So you will not be seeing banner ads or super chats from me anytime in the immediate future. But so what's going on with you today? Today, I just got off with V-Row. Ethan popped on. And another creator, I'm sorry, I'm really, really bad with names, but he's doing a book with Ali Garza. Got on, promoted his stuff. We promoted LONESTAR for a little bit, not as much as I would have liked, but you know what? Ethan and some of the Comicsgate crew, and I'm sorry about the noise. I want to sit outside because it's a really nice day. It's a little warm, but it's just gorgeous. I got the mountain in the background, got my handmade fence. Check this out. I made this with my own bare hands. It's interlocking. There's not a nail in there. Those are all interlocking, cut out with dovetail, tongue and groove design. Designed it myself. Yeah, I built this deck. It's my proudest achievement of my life, building a deck. No, but it was fun. And now I'm a glug glug. And so, oh, hummingbirds and fig trees and whatever kind of tree that is. So yeah, what time is it? It's 5:29 here, which means it's 8:30. So 9, 10, 11, 3.5 hours until the LONESTAR Indiegogo goes live. And to say that I'm trepidatious is an understatement. This is going to be a make or break campaign for possibly my career. I've put it all on the line. I have linked arms with the Comicsgate guys who the powers that be in the industry call Nazis and call fascists and racists and misogynists and every other ist that the left aims at people. They have targeted Richard and Ethan and all the other Comicsgate guys with, and I'm like, I know they're not all of those things, and I know they only want what is best. Ask Elijah, it's not mine. He made it. Sorry. And I'm like, I know your guys' heart. I know you guys are not all of these things that the left wants everyone who disagrees with them to be. And so I threw down. Ethan said, "You got to be part of Comicsgate," and I said, "I'm with you, man." Of course, I didn't realize what kind of a kerfuffle that would begin with with the earlier people who associated themselves with Comicsgate, which, to my recollection, is only a movement that's like 8 months old. So it's not like there's such a thing as a Comicsgate veteran. But yeah, the guys that were there at the beginning, 8 months ago, um, some of them, it felt like we stepped on their toes or whatever. I certainly never intended that, and I have apologized to individuals who may have taken anything I said or did the wrong way, and we're trying to rebuild this community. We're aiming all our guns outward, not inward. We are a team. We are an association. We are a group of like-minded individuals striving to a similar purpose on different lanes in the highway. So we're allies, and we should be allies, and we should always uphold one another. And unfortunately, there are still a few uh, bitter, bad actors out there trying to dig up the buried hatchets and swing hard with them and try to take one or another of us out. But they're not the real people who are making this movement matter. Uh, they're just squeaky wheels trying to get some grease. So if you see those people, mute them. I did. I just muted. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm trying to build something that's bigger than anything you could even dream. So mute them, block them, ignore them. They're not worth your time. All that matters is moving this industry back to the center, pulling it away from the SJWs, the socialists, the outright communists that are controlling our beloved industry. I mean, I've been in this industry for 26 years as a professional. I've been a part of this industry as a fan since third grade, which was, what year was that? Third grade? I think it was like 1980 or thereabouts. So yeah, we got to band together. We got to stand by that which unites us. Have grace and patience about the things that we disagree with and just talk them out, not go on social media and stab each other in the back. Never, ever, ever again. We have to form a united front to those who would use our tiny little disagreements to try to create rifts and tears and destroy what we are building. But we're bigger than that. And so, yeah, my advice is when you see one of these people who cannot be dissuaded from trying to tear us down, mute them, block them, ignore them. They're not worth the time. I got on today, and I just threw a little thing out there, and I didn't really think too much about it because there's something I would have worded differently. But so I got on Twitter and I posted. What did I post? I posted. Okay, I posted. Image was a revolution against those who controlled the paychecks, not treating the creatives fairly. Comicsgate is a revolution against those who control the content. Gosh darn it. Not treating conservatives fairly. One was about money, one is about principle. Discuss. And I got some great comments. What a lot of people saying is that it's not about conservatives. And yeah, I didn't word that well. It's basically it's anyone who's just not a dyed in the wool freaking pink hat wearing handkerchief bearing Antifa lefty commie zombie, because they're the ones trying to shut everybody else out, right? So it's basically everybody else. Everybody to the right of Stalin is welcome into the movement that is just trying to make comics great again. And I did get some. I am taking that from one of the comments. I don't want to go through and read all of these. But yeah, it was. I didn't think that through. But the point of my saying that is I use conservatives broadly. But in point of fact, those of us who have been targeted over the years, this has not just been in the last few years or the last couple months or whatever. Ethan's just the latest in the targeting of conservatives. But those of us who have been targeted and blacklisted out of our mainstream work, we are dyed-in-the-wool conservatives. And so that part is true, but the broader movement is not contained to just one political ideology. It is the political ideology of freedom of thought, which is antithetical to the left. So let's see if there's anything I should read. Well, somebody said, Gattori Hanzo says that both are about money and principle, in my opinion. But there are two sides to Comicsgate, the fan side and the creator side. While the creators must worry about the economics of the situation, us fans only care about good books for the most part. And that's a good way to boil it down. And I do want to say that by saying that Image was a revolution against those who control the paychecks, not treating it fairly, and that it was about money, I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. I'm a free market capitalist. I would have, if I was a big name in 1992 and Rob Liefeld tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, we're going to do this thing where we're going to get to keep a huge percentage of the money we make, the millions that our books are bringing in, rather than giving them to Marvel or DC and having them hold off. I remember a story. I don't know if it's true. It's probably true, but that Marvel held a $500,000 royalty check from Jim Lee for like 6 months, and that could be a lot of interest. Never mind the things he could have done with it in the interim, whatever. But it's those guys. Marvel and DC were killing it. Comics were printing and selling and making millions every single month. Comics that weren't selling 100,000 copies were being canceled. 100,000 copies. That's the top 5 comics in the entire industry sell 100,000 copies nowadays. It's yeah, and so I wasn't trying to belittle the Image revolution. It was something I totally would have been behind as a creator at the time if I hadn't just gotten into the industry that year. But that said, this and okay, fair enough. That could be about principle. I mean, the freedom to have and keep your own money is also a principle that I can get behind. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that off so that I don't have to sit there talking about Twitter the whole time. And try to get to what you guys are saying. I don't want to be on here all night because, like I said, in 3.5 hours we gotta go live, which means I gotta get off of here in not too long so that I can prep some stuff, maybe eat something before we start the big push stream. But so today's the day. If any of you got, I mean, those of you who did get my newsletter with my press release in it, if you could just send that out to anybody you think would be interested, please, by all means, please send it to them. The way Indiegogo works and stuff is that the first 24 hours is is like a quarter to a third, usually, of the money that you make. So we got to make this first day push as big as possible. I'm hoping for the best, prepared for the worst, or ill prepared for the worst. But yeah, so please, it is up to you guys to get out there and spread the word. I sent my press release out to as many people as I could on the email list. I have a PR contact list. I got a couple interviews. I got a couple interviews I should probably do in the interim too. Shucks. Too much to do, too little time. I gotta quit this. Oh! And I'm gonna debut for you. Kyle sent in the colors to the cover of issue too. So give me a moment to share my screen, and you guys get to see this beautiful cover. Where is the... Why can't I find my Google Chrome? Where the heck is my Hangouts? Oh, there it is. It was behind another window. Share screen. So you guys check this out. Y'all know he's Kyle Ritter on YouTube, so you can go check it out. Check out. He's got a video, like a high-speed thing of him coloring this. So let me open this up so you don't have to see all my other mess. But look at that. Beautiful. Slow, slow, slow. Check that out. Do I have to? Oh, yeah. Look at this. He does some great sort of graphic design, coloring, cool textures. Blam! Nosferatu getting it right in the back of the head, or front of the head to back of the head. Yeah, look at that detail, man. Fantastic, fantastic. He even made the water into blood. And there's his new critter. So yeah, Kyle Ritter on Facebook. Oh, not Facebook, on YouTube, and Deaf Colorist at Deaf Colorist on Twitter. And Kyle is deaf, so yeah, whenever he pops into the stream, make sure you type hello to him. So sweet googly moogly, look at that. That is gonna be one sick cover. Oh, I should send this over to my printer so I have prints of it for San Diego. Yeah, I just sent my print order in today. I wonder if he's started on it yet. Yeah, that'd be sick. Sick, sick, sick. Awesome. All right, well, that is the alternate cover number 2 for those of you who are going to be buying, ordering tonight when we go live. I don't know. Should I just leave it on this so you guys can look at this while I'm talking? Marvel at the awesomeness that is Kyle Ritter's colors on LONESTAR. Nah, let's not do that. I wanna chat with you guys. So let's see what you guys have to say. And sharing. And then back over to here. All righty. Yeah. Ooh, everybody likes them. LONESTAR looking jacked. LONESTAR's looking pretty jacked. Thanks, Edwin. Let's go back up to the top. Sketches here. Hi, Sketch. Hi, Pete. Hi, Sharu. Thanks, Chris. Chris Crosby. Oh, Chris. Shoot. I got to get you that stuff. Send me an email to remind me. Yeah. Derp. Gosh, so much to do. Even the most important stuff, forgetting about, because I'm here talking to you fine people. 4,000 views in a year. 4,000 views in a year? No, it's not 4,000 views. It's 4,000 hours of views in order to monetize within is it a year or is it 6 months? I can't remember what it was, but all I know is I didn't have it. Talk to Yellow Flash about monetization. Well, I would. He'll probably be on tonight, but I don't think he can alter YouTube's rules. Although that would be cool. And I really just want to climb into my hammock here and stream from there. Would that be weird? Time is all we have. Congrats, Uncle Mike. Thank you, Joseph. Sketch Therapy. Keep changing the rules to pocket your monetization. All right, I got 51% left on this battery outside, so maybe I'll just do this until my battery dies. I was watching your post Comicsgate with Edwin Boyett. Hope you liked it. Galactus, he's been busting ass for many months, and he's in special review with no idea of when it will end. I don't know what that means. Nice view. Thank you. Thank you. I'd turn it, but all you're going to see is my fig tree. I used to have this great view of the sunset over the mountains over there. And then this fig tree came out of nowhere and I discovered that I like figs, and then and now it's taken over the entire view. So no more sunsets for me. But every August I get 4 billion yummy, delicious figs. When are you launching the campaign? About 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 3 hours and 14 minutes, Sharu. Nice, amazing. Japanese carpentry. Oh, you're talking about that. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Dovetail and groove. Standard Japanese carpentry. Post Comics Kate stream was epic. Yeah, that was fun. I love chilling with Edwin. We're very much of like mind. You're like that Old Spice guy. It's a tree. It is a tree, isn't it? It's a tree with tiny leaves and itty bitty like seeds that like titmice and finches and all kinds of tiny little birds just love coming, just feasting on this tree. It's really cool. I'm an istophobe. Istophobe. I wish I had better vision. I could do this without like crawling up on my screen. To be fair, you did arrive late. LOL. I bet if you talk to him early, he will be online one-on-one with you, maybe even on your channel. Oh, you mean the Comics 8? I will be purchasing my 2 copies. Awesome, Michael. Thank you very much. Shenanigans, Pete says. Damn Tuga. Hey, Mike, what's up? Sorry, I can't join today's live stream. Have to work on my stuff. I understand. I should probably be working on a lot of stuff right now. Also, but the live stream tonight is going to be on Ethan's. I think we still have to schedule that for sure, or because he says sometimes he likes to come in after the fact, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be streaming until then, or not right now. I'll come back on a little later, and then stream. I don't know, for an hour or so before I go live, and then like guys can sit here watching me try to figure things out. Because I also have the website LONESTARcomic.com, and I'm gonna shoot. See, that's the problem. I want to redirect it, but it takes time for that to populate into servers and stuff. So, but I don't have the address for the Indiegogo yet, so I can't do it now. But should be by the end of the weekend. LONESTARcomic.com should take you directly to the Indiegogo campaign for the duration of the Indiegogo campaign, and then I'll probably have a website built up in the interim. About a year and a half. Hey, what's up? Sorry, can't join today's. Oh, yeah. It's about a year and a half old. Oh, Comicsgate? Is that how long ago the Milkshake Girl thing happened? This movement started a few years ago. Okay. Like I said, I claim ignorance. I thought the Milkshake Girl thing was like 8 months ago, but I'm sure, I mean, everyone was, gosh, darn it, I got a mosquito bite. It's like all swelling up on my knee. Clowns to the left of me, kerfuffle to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Thank you, Llama Gigante, for that. Protile Secrets. Help build the trebuchet, Mike. Oh, yes. We will build the trebuchet. Or at least a year ago. Howdy, y'all. What's up, aggravation? Aggravation. It should be aggravation, right? True, depending on how you define it. Yeah, I think that's it. What was the sparking point, and when did it like become Comicsgate? Because the principles of Comicsgate have existed forever. I've been fighting by the principles of what Comicsgate is for 2 decades. So, but when the name evolved to become Comicsgate, that's, you know, questionable, I guess. Glad to hear it. Good luck. Thank you, indeed. Me too, but sooner or later, Yellow Flash and Tug will see them and clay them. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean you're blocking the guys? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I'll block him from my stream if he shows up. That guy's such a troublemaker. And fight like a Jedi Samurai. Yes, blessed are the peacemakers. Right? Right? Monetize Mike. Yes, Sinful Souls. Corinne. Concerned trolls first are concerned for their friends, then concerned for sexual preferences, then say it's impossible to fight SJWs, but they are SJWs. Virus cycle, it's sort of about money too, because SJWs hate money. They sure act like they do, except when they need it, and then they go and beg people on GoFundMe. I can't make a living because I'm an idiot. Could you fund me, please? The trinity of reviewers, pros, and customers under attack from socialists. I gotta find another way to read this. Here, I'll put it up here. Ooh, computer's hot. All right. Independent contractors with capital. People getting hung up on semantics. Very well said. I don't remember what I said, but thank you. Diversity of thought is the only real diversity that matters. Yes. Mama Gigante, it's weird. When I was a kid, the religious right were the moral scolds. Now it's the liberal left. Sharu, I look forward to carrying this momentum into video games after we win this. That's going to be a little harder hill to climb there, because video games. Well, actually, that's not true. My son is making a video game, so maybe you just need to get some people to build some games on the cheap that go viral, and then use that money to build out other games that compete with the 3D rendered stuff, the big stuff. Keegan Hall, Mike, we are ready to put our money on the good guys. Yeah, boy. Mac, yep, totally turned on its head now. Rob Liefeld wouldn't have even finished his sentence, and you would have already been drawing Image Comics. Victor the Ripper says. Llama Gigante, Comicsgate is different in that a comic can easily be crowdfunded in a way major motion picture and video game cannot. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Although, no, that's not true. Well, the easily part is true, but video games have been funded through crowdfunding. I mean, tens of millions of dollars. It's insanity. Or maybe just multiple millions of dollars. I forget. I just saw a couple before, and I was like, oh my goodness. One difference I see is that Image was about those creators, whereas with Comicsgate, we, the fans, feel like we are part of it too. Yeah, there was no social media. There was no interaction at the time, and it was Todd, and it was Jim Lee, and it was Rob. Those were the real names, right? And then they tagged Valentino and Larson, and Wills Portacio. I mean, Wills was doing X-Men, but compared to Jim, I don't think Wills was as big. And then who else was it? There were 7 total. Who am I missing? Who am I forgetting about? Oh, Silvestri. No, Silvestri was a big guy too. Yeah, so they took all the big X-Men guys, and then yeah. But it was about their fan base, bringing their fan bases based on their cult of personality. Not cult of personality really, but just the cult of their own fan base. Because I don't think anybody knew anything about their personalities at the time. I didn't get the newsletter. I'm sorry. It's the email where you sent me the Google Hangout. I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're not signed up to my email list, then you wouldn't have gotten it. But I thought you should. I want to back, but I can't do it the first day. That's no problem, Gray. It'll be up for 30 days, and then it'll convert into a store for another 30 days after that. Jesse Miller, sweet shirt, bro. Thank you. My aunt actually got me this shirt. It's pretty cool, huh? It's like, I don't know if you can see it that way, but yeah. Atari 2600. I was the first adopter, or early adopter. Had that sucker when I was like, what year was it? 75? Gosh, I had it when I was 4 years old. That's crazy. Something like that. Yeah, my dad was a computer guy, so we had Pong when it came out, then we had the 2600, then the 800. We had some, anyways. I was like the only kid in my neighborhood. Oh, 1972. Wow, that's like a year after I was born. But we had it. We had it. like the only kid on my street with an Atari 800. And so like all the kids would come over and play all these old, 8-bit, 16-bit video games that you could only get. And the games back then, it was like there weren't video game stores or anything, so it was just like all these computer nerds who were like sending games to each other on via modem, and then putting them out on discs so you could play them. It took like 5 minutes to load these like really simple games. It's funny. Good times, good times. Are you getting in on the comic cards and the others are doing? I think I am going to do that. I'm not going to worry about that today because I have a good month to worry about that. But yeah, that sounds like fun. I'd like to get in on that too. Sir Spoon says, howdy, good sir, and howdy to you. Critter is legit. Yeah, he is. I mean, I can't. Wow, whoa, nice, awesome, very cool. Wow, everyone loves Critter. LONESTAR looking jacked. Now, that is awesome. Looking brutal. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Well, you can't be nice when you're killing vampires. Gotta scroll back up because it lost. Oops, I'm pinwheeling. Oh my gosh. I have a lot of people talking. Okay. Are you looking to collab with a writer at all? Not at this point. Someday in the future. I will not be wanting to write every book in the Blacklist universe myself. The shine on the top of the knife is a sweet touch. Yeah, yeah, it looks good. It was intended to be a steak. And if I just let it stay as a knife, I'll have to figure out some way to make that make sense. All the vampires who didn't get put on that cover will be grumpy. They're going to start a flame war. I'm ready. Thank you, Starvellian. Nice composition. Flow to that scene. Thank you very much. 6 months, I think. 6 months. Yeah, I think it says 6 months too. How is Jake Skywalker coming along? Brother, you see how busy I am? I can't get trying to launch an Indiegogo and get ready for San Diego Comic-Con, which starts on Wednesday. So I'm going to be a little bit busy. So I will get to it. Just going to have to give me a little more time than this. It's stupid how stupid hard now for many to do it. What is going on tonight? What's going on tonight, Mr. Thundero, is I am launching the Indiegogo for LONESTAR, Heart of the Hero #1. And everyone is going to be there. It's going to be a great big party. And we're going to blow this thing to the moon. LONESTAR is beautiful, man. Real nice vision, dude. At first he seems generic, but no, that's the coolest looking guy I've seen right now. Thank you very much. Yeah, and you know what? He's going to be so easy to cosplay. I'm going to make those eagle shirts up. I'm gonna do the design up so that Crypto Fashion can just print them up on black shirts. And maybe one of these cons, I'll have a little LONESTAR army walking up to me, and I can take a picture, and that'd be like so cool, right? Are you going to do a package with one each of the signed covers? I usually go for 2 signed comics deal. Yeah, it's going to be one unsigned for 20, the other unsigned for 20, and then signed for 25, signed for 25. If you want both of them signed, 40. So there you go. Quick, Mike, do 1,000 4-hour streams. I only need 2,000 more hours. So yeah, just after this, make sure you go click on one of my longer videos and just let it run in the background. And then tell all your friends and family to do the same thing. He meant Yellow Flash has problems with getting monetized. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Did you do Curse of the Mutants? Not that I recall. Does that hill behind you have a name? Very pretty view. Are you trying to dox me? You trying to dox me? That's not nice. That's not nice, Panboy. But it does have a name. And I'm not telling you. What time does it go live tonight? Midnight Eastern. So 9 o'clock Pacific. And then figure it out from the rest of the world. Bean Frappa, hello everyone. Hello. Hell's Bell, hello. Lama Gigante, Midnight Eastern, yeah. Jesse Miller, you need 4,000 views. I could help you out with that while I play my video games at night. Do it. Do it. Fig leaves also useful if you're adamant and have no clothes. Yes, yes. It's true. I don't know if these fig leaves are. I'd pick them. Never mind. I was going to show you something, but forget it. Yard tour. I'd cut it down, but they are delicious. Yeah, I could trim it down a little bit. I mean, I really do get too many to eat. I'm always like making like 8-pound bags of figs to give to my friends and stuff. Oh yeah, dovetail and groove. I think you mean mortise and tenon. Well, either way, that is quality carpentry. Did you have a bona fide Japanese man do it? I am a bona fide Japanese man. Jeez. Ethan is watching The Last Jedi tonight on live stream. Oh, you caught him saying that in the other one will be, huh? I look forward to the campaign. I will probably back it towards the end since there were so many campaigns opening too closely together. Yeah, yeah, Trump's Space Force launched yesterday, like out of the blue, right? And that's what I was saying about not being able to put this off, because I put it off after I heard Mitch's Red Rooster was coming out. Because okay, my plan was to launch this right after Ethan was done with Cyberfrog, right? But then Ethan extended his, and then Red Rooster launched. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to set a date. I said the 15th, but 15th is a Sunday, so I'm going to do it on the 14th. And it is what it is. It has to be done. I have to get going. I need to start this thing, and I can't just keep putting it off. You know, being Mr. Nice Guy, stepping aside for everybody else who wants to launch theirs first. And yes, I do agree we should do some sort of a calendar like on the Freedom Forge. That reminds me, I was going to email James Hudnall about that too. I'm going to try to get James to create a calendar so that people can see what crowdfundings are going on, when they're scheduled to launch, you know, so people can, if they have stuff they want to do later on, they can say, okay, well, nobody's coming out, you know, the middle of August, or, you know, somebody's ending the middle of August. I'll start mine the day after theirs ends, or something like that, you know, something more organized. But right now that doesn't exist. So we'll work on it. This entire movement is a work in progress. So y'all are going to have to bear with us. And it's okay if you don't fund, or if you don't get stuff on the first day, as long as you still believe in it. You can always share the information. You can share the video commercial. You can share the link. You can share my press release if you got it. Bounding into Comics did a an article today. You can share that. Yeah, just if you can't, well, even if you can, please do. Please share it. I need you guys. You're all part of this team. Without you guys, this doesn't happen. Without you guys, I figure out something else to do for a living. Because I think I've already I think I've managed to blacklist myself from anybody who didn't already want me on a blacklist by being part of Comicsgate. So there it is. Hell's Bells and Panboy. High Council is watching The Last Jedi tonight. Oh, High Council. EVS can get Cecil to sit in for him. There you go. Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. MIB Master Toy Museum 1979 says, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Do you need any writers to collaborate? Didn't I just do that? Are you repeating yourself, or am I like going back in time here? I've been dealing with this comics stuff for a while. Yeah, you and me both, brother. Make milkshakes great again. All right. Pete Mac. Yep, my favorite saw, which we could use on the trebuchet, is a kataba. Sure. The milkshake thing certainly galvanized the movement, but it was building prior. Oh, it's been building for decades. It's been building for decades. I've been here. I've been fighting this very fight for decades, for 20 years, over 20 years now. So, yeah. I get why they are upset with you stealing their thunder. To them, this just started recently. In fact, it has been happening for, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Decades, not just years. And I was saying before, it's been under, you know, sort of under the radar up until I think Obama got elected. And then all of them decided that they owned the world now and they could do whatever they want. And so the shackles were off and their leftist insanity took control of their feeble minds and they went to destroy the world. Burn it all to the ground. That's what they do. I think it became Comicsgate when it was publicly known that SJWs conspired against Meyer to goad him into violence at a convention. Ah. Yeah, someone should create an actual like Comicsgate timeline. That'd be interesting. Real talent will always make a way. Mike needs a few dozen iPads. Mike needs a lot of things. I think everyone except Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will be drinking, so who knows? Sir Spoon, Blacklist Universe. The video game Deliverance Kingdom Come fought the SJWs and won. There, okay. There's hope. Hope, damn my fingers. Mike, do you like matcha? I do. I'm actually drinking matcha right now. Brother, the last time society was normal without all this liberal commie BS was the 1980s. Well, they were in hiding then, or more so in hiding. I mean, remember, we had just come out of the Carter administration, and Carter was, okay, he wasn't a commie, but boy, he might as well have been, right? But that's why I feel like this is just history repeating itself. We've come from Carter. Carter was the worst president, and then we had Obama. Obama was even worse than Carter. And so from Carter, we got Reagan, and from Obama, we got Trump. And that's why it's so much hope, because the 80s were so awesome. Nobody doesn't think the 80s were awesome unless you're just drowned in SJW Kool-Aid, which skews your perspective of everything, you know? The mind that alters all, as it is said. Atari 2600 Pong, man. Yep. Space Invaders. Gosh, was Joust on there? You need over 4,000 watch hours. I just got there. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Mitch is here. What's up, Mitch? Oops, darn it. Skipped up. Did it again. Ooh, and I'm at 24% on my battery, so it's gonna start dying down here. Okay. I'm under review now. Cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get there. Gosh, I feel like I'm getting eaten up by bugs out here. There's an ant on me. The Rockstar Game Company hates Hillary Clinton. Ever hear of the hot coffee incident? No, I didn't. And I didn't know they did. My friend Ben Herrera used to work there. They're up in North County, San Diego. So. Hi, Mr. Brightweiser. Congrats on 80K. Yeah, dude, congratulations, man. That's mind blowing. If I just got to 80K, I would be freaking rocking and rolling all night long. Late to the party. What's up, Mike? Psyched for tonight? I am too, Nick. Thank you. We used to get the programs out of magazines. Mitch in the chat. Yes, he is. Ooh, sorry, wrong button. This message. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Someone is giving you props there, Mitch. Lone Star is going to be great. Dang it, it did it again. No. There's a large delay between the chat and the sent time you see it. Flame War, as I type this. Okay, there are 2 Jim Lee X-Men covers that I have multiple copies of because I was in the store and I saw it and I had to have it because it was so good. And I get home and I'm like, damn, my bad. What? Was it just the covers, not the interiors? Sinful Souls, who was it you said you'd kick from the stream if they showed up? What is that guy's name? I think it's Paradox something or other. I don't know. He's a freaking troll. Smart move, easy cosplay. Yeah, right? Hilly Hill Rec Sport. Out of everyone Your karmic fits the comic cards the easiest, I think. Do you have a good guy squad and you have monster villains? You can't beat that for trading card. Yeah. You coming to the live stream? Am I coming to the live stream? Are you really asking me? Tonight? Yeah, it's to promote Lone Star. So I'm gonna get some coffee. Maybe I'll go to the store and get some Red Bull, so I'm not just drinking coffee all night. Space Force looks like Squidbillies. I don't know what Squidbillies is, so I cannot comment. Can you tell me about the series Immortals 2? It's Immortal 2. Yeah, it was. I was working with Eric Larson on Freak Force, and I was working on Savage Dragon Red Horizon, and I was doing that. And Eric calls me up, and this is back when we were still friends. And he says, "So what do you want to do?" He's like, "Do you want to do your own comic book?" And I'm like, "Sure." And he's all, "Okay, we'll come some, we'll publish it." Like, he was just offering me. I guess Image wanted to produce more books or something. So at the time, my wife was the voodoo model for Wildstorm, and so I was like, "Oh, it'd be cool is if I did a book where she could be my model, and then she can we'll go to cons and make a costume for her and all this stuff." And so I created Immortal 2, and it's Gaijin was my model. She was the villain in Savage Dragon Red Horizon. And then I created another character, Gabrielle de Charlemagne, who was a medieval sort of a Joan of Arc character who had been drafted into a celestial battle and had been gone from Earth for hundreds of years, and then come back, and the two united under very tenuous circumstances to become sort of an odd couple of superheroes. So that was Immortal 2. They were both in one sense immortal. I wanted to like Space Force, but I'm not digging the art very much. Lone Star will get my support for sure. Well, art is subjective. I think it looks cool, and so I don't know what to say to that. I don't want to dissuade anyone from checking it out. Please go. Trump Space Force. It's on Indiegogo right now. Check it out for yourself. If you dig it, you dig the concept, you dig the creators, man, pluck down some change and get that sucker. We need to support each other, but at the same time, I respect your choice to only support things that you want to support. It's a free country, man. It is a free country. Yeah, I should do a shout out to Jack Irons. Was it Jack Irons? What is it? Somebody sent me this today. Jack Irons, the Steel Cowboy. He sent me the PDF, so I don't want to scroll through it. But if you guys haven't checked it out, man, I really dig the art on this. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so I don't know how the writing is. But this is the kind of thing that if I was in the comic book store, I would have picked it up just for the art, right? Gosh, the faces are fantastic. But definitely give that a shout out, or a check out Jack Irons. Look for that. I think their Indiegogo, I think it might have ended, but it's still up as a store. So yeah, check into that. Let's see. Here's an idea. You could have 2 rounds of shipping. Round 1, GoGo campaign, then ship. Round 2, extended to GoGo store, then ship. I'm going to have to wrap my head around that and move on because I'm not in a thinking mood right now. I'm kind of strapped, but I get some money, set some money aside for Lone Star. Please don't forget about my Jake Skywalker. I'm not going to forget about it, dude. And I talk to you on Twitter like every day, so you're not going to let me forget. So don't worry about it, brother. Seeing backers receive their campaign comics could boost GoGo Store. Yeah, and my campaign, I have my campaign set so that the books are due out in September. So we got mid-July to mid-August is the campaign. The campaign ends and it converts to a store. So between mid-August and sometime in September, my goal is to make sure you guys get my books by the end of September. So I'm going to do everything possible to make that happen. So because I don't want you guys waiting until you don't need to wait 4 months for me to draw another 24, 28 pages. It's I draw faster than that. So unless something terrible happens, as long as I get enough funding to be able to do this and not have to look for any other work, then I'm gonna be hustling. I'm gonna be producing my best work ever, and you guys will be stoked when you get these in the mail. All right. My battery is down to 13%. I'm probably gonna have to tap out pretty soon here. I will be back tonight. Maybe here, but most likely on Ethan's Comic Artist Pro Secrets page. So yeah, let me tap out before my battery completely dies. Let me just answer a couple more. Cool on to 2 for 40. Oh shoot, it jumped up. All right, Mike, your heroine's art is pretty bloody good in my opinion. I think your specialty is attractive female heroes and villains. Well, I'll do. I do have female characters, and I'll get around to it in the future. But right now, my focus is on Lone Star, and there is there's a pretty girl in Lone Star too. And maybe I'll have some pretty girl vampires that we can kill. The gray hair fox, silver hair fox, not gray, silver hair fox. I'm praying for Mike to be blessed by the Lord for his stand for God. Thanks, brother. What would be enough funding out of curiosity? In order for me to pay for everything and just make my standard page rate, I have to be around $60,000. That's just my page rate. In order to fund everything and get it made, and then I just work for free for the next month and a half, $15,000. So let's go for 60, okay? And now for something completely different. Hey, Edwin, I'm bowing out right now. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, Edwin. I probably would have tried to drag you in here, even though you're probably still at work in Hawaii. But everyone, please go down here. Join my mailing list if you're not on it already. Click like, click subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Otherwise, you're never going to know when these things start, because I'm always doing live streams every day, at least once, except Sundays. Although this Sunday I will be, because it's going to be a mad world. So thanks, guys. Peace out. God bless. Hang loose. And I'll see you tonight. If I can find my page again, I can stop the broadcast. Aloha.